And welcome.
We want to know when do we want to know interest money. Interest money. We want to know when do we want to know. We want interest free. What do we want? Interest free money. We want to know. No. Give us your money. Interest free. We want our money. Interest free. We want to know. We want to know. Interest free money. We demand it. We want to know. When do we want to know? Interest-free money. We demand it. We want it. We want to know. When do we want it? Now. We want interest-free. What do we want? Interest-free money. We want it now. No. Give us your money. Interest-free. We want our money. Interest-free. 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 Interest-free.
And welcome. Thanks for joining us. And what I'll do, I'll just play this wee call I phoned up. Cheeky wee fanny. Some guy thinks he's a ticket. Slimy limey. And how he shat it. He didn't want to talk to me. Oh, diddums. And I only wanted to offer him a nice wee challenge. One that he couldn't handle to see. He was phoning saying, I'm going to be doing all these calls. I'm doing all these calls against all the cellar pubs and we're going to talk about the paedophiles. And rest of these fucking fanny gnomes. Oh, you're the man, Limmy. You're the man. You're a fucking ball bag. Right, if you ain't got a ticket then, well, hold on, I'll play this then, and we'll see how much a fucking ticket you are.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Tommy, Lemond, how you doing?
I meant to speak in colour, what a fucking start.
Mr. Lemond, is it Mr. Lemond? I come in...
Are you asking me, you telling me?
Well, listen, right, I was here to put a challenge to you, right? You seem like an intelligent man.
No, hold on a minute. 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. Tommy, cut this fucking cunt off. I don't want to speak to this guy again, man.
Yeah, shitebag. There he is, shitebag Limmy. Cut this cunt off. So we went on to say, because I was on the other day, and basically he's a shitebag. That's the bottom line. My number to call in for any other Frangita Hun, Orc, fresh from the incubator. Come out your incubator and call me, you sick fucks. 0744 714 0505. There you go. Now I'll repeat it nice and slowly for the hard of thinking and slow of study. Here we go, nice and slowly for the fucking idiots. 0 7 4 4 7. Keep up with the pace now at the back. Stop picking your nose, you clatty cunt. 1 4 0 5 0 5. There you go. You got that, thick fucks. Come on. Now the challenge I would like to put, and I was wanting to put to the bold fanny from wherever, Ayrshire, was that he was saying he was phoning all these pubs and going to do crank calls. He even mentioned me. I hadn't listened to the show since the last Since Friday, and the first thing I heard, he's mentioning me, I'm going to do that thing about Tommy. Right, so instead of phoning all these fannies, if you think you're a ticket and you think you can actually do something, why don't you get your finger out your arse or someone else's and find the unseen Fenian Hands number, the person who rules Scottish football, supposedly, the person who has helped engineer the downfall of your club. Yes, Mr. Peter Lawwell. Why don't you find his number and get a chat on the go with Mr. Lawwell? I think we'll set a deadline of next Friday, because I will now go and get an interview with Mr. Charles Green. So let's see who can get the interview and who can deliver the best one. How's that? See how long you last talking your nonsense to Mr. Lawwell, if you can actually manage it, and then me talking to Mr. Green. Okay, so we've got a week to do it, a week and a day. If you want to accept it, if not, then it doesn't matter, because I'll be doing my bit, and God willing, I'll be speaking to Mr. Green. Mr. Gold will be speaking to Mr. Green, and if he allows it, I'll try and get a nice wee three-way call in with Mr. White. So we'll have Mr. Green, Mr. White, and Mr. Gold. That'll be a nice little conference call, three-way, wouldn't it? Well, we'll soon see. God willing, it's going to happen within the next week. So there's a challenge to you, Mr. Lemond. You, instead of phoning round all the pubs and being a wee fanny and a hard man, acting as a police officer. Yes, acting as a police officer. You did very well that night, didn't you? Phoning up, swearing and shouting, shut that fucking place down, I'm telling you, this is DCI, fuck what? I want that place fucking shut, I'm telling you. Yes, Mr. Lemond, you're a fucking fanny. You say something about, was it Danny Dyer or something? Until you make a call or something and ask for £150 not for Danny Dyer, I'm the king. What a fucking fuck what you are, mate. What a fucking ride you are. Right, so there you go. There's a nice wee intellectual challenge for you. Phone up and speak to Mr. Lawwell, get an interview, and I'll speak to Mr. Green and I'll get an interview. So far, I think, is it 3-0 up to me? I've spoke to Mr. Imran Ahmed, current Rangers director, dumb schmuck with over 60% of the investors. Spoke to Mr. David Murray, the guy who's ragdoll your club all over the place because you're that thick and stupid, as he goes and suns it and his vineyards in the south of France, having shoved your club right into the shiter. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Poor old Rangers is fucked, eh? Ramsden's Cup, Queen of the South, you're having a laugh. Oh, it's been so beautiful the last 7 months. Even before that, with the downfall, you all walk about, all zombified state with your hands out, taking whatever you can and saying, "Oh, woe is us, they've been horrible. The unseen Fenian hand has been mean to us. Oh, we're getting punished. Stop the punishment because we can't handle it. We can't take it. Where's our saviour? Where's our blue knights? Where's our white knights? We need any knight." Well, you got a green knight, didn't you? And this green knight who's in there is shafting you sick fucks. Mr. Green, I once spoke to a well-known journalist, fresh from the incubator, once only, and in that conversation, it was, Mr. Green. He's going to make Mr. White look like just a little kindergarten party by the time he's finished with you, fucks. And having just my limited dealings, they're very nice people. I quite like Mr. Green, Mr. White, even Mr. Brown, yes, Mr. Bomber Brown. There's the title deeds. It's a parody sketch, isn't it? The whole thing is just, it's been one, there's got to be a play somewhere in Ireland or Philadelphia or whatever. There's got to be a play about this zombie nation. It's got to be Zombie Nation Part, whatever, 67. The unseen Fenian hand on the side of the stage. You get the big shadow with a hand lingering over the zombies. You got all these people walking about with their hands out. Rangers, we are the people. We are the people. We are the zombie people. We are the zombie peoples. Oh, you owe us everything. It's our country. Get back on the boat and go home and leave us all alone. Gonna leave us all alone. Go home and leave us. It's our country. It's our country. Go home. Go home, the famine's over. Can't you tell? You've got your wee country back there. Can you not go back to it and leave us Scotland? We just want to be on our own because you're punishing us just being here because, it's the schools. We realise now we didn't go to the schools and we're too thick and we lost our club because we're too thick and we didn't go. If only Bill Struth had told us and our culture wasn't about being thick and stupid and getting everything handed to us like little fucking wains. But everything would have been alright, if somebody had told us in kindergarten, that we had to learn. We didn't know that we had to learn. We could have saved our club if we only fucking knew. But we're that thick, they can't tell us. Because we're the people. We go into our jobs. No tags would get into the jobs way back in the day. It's all fucked now. Now all the tags are getting the job. And the council's full of their fuckers, know what I mean? They're fucking everywhere. These tags, it's our country. They must go home, I'm telling you, go home. But hey, we're not going home. We're not going home. We're staying here. Yes, we've won the war. The rebels have won. Can you hear? Can you hear, thick zombies? What is that cry? Zadok the priest? Was that Zadok the priest in football in Scotland? The Armageddon of Scotland, but we heard Zadok the priest. Benfica. Barcelona. Let's see. 60,000 watching Benfica. 25,000 watching Queen of the South. Horses out Is that a Diddy Cup? Does that even qualify as a Diddy Cup? Is that half a Diddy Cup? Is that the Fangita Cup? Is that the Fuckwit Cup? The Hopeless Cup? They're not getting that badge on their trophy. They're not going to have to put a wee bit of shite on their trophy and say we won the Ramsden's Cup. Oh dear. The Ramsden's Cup. That would have been a lovely first trophy for Sevco, wouldn't it? Anyway, I ramble on. But it's been fun. Especially the last few months have been spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. For me personally, yes, I spoke to wonderful people like Mr. White, Mr. Murray, Mr. Imran Ahmed, Mr. Gordon DL, Mr. George Pete, Mr. David Taylor, etc., etc. I could go on, but hey. But it's been wonderful talking to these nice people. And yet the sad lemon fella, he phones up pubs, threatening them to shut them down, and he's lying in London Road and fucking shut up your cunts. Is that the level? Is that the level of that? Oh, there we go. This is what I'm saying. This is how the club died. This is an example how they just sat in the little incubators waiting for the hand of some mythical Greek god, some Greek, Italian fucking Adonis to walk in with their angels tattooed upon his chest. There's WATP on his back. There's 1690 on his front. On a big white horse. A big lovely fucking shining white horse steed. Giving it fucking loudy. Marching down the Copland, down the Edmondson and up the fucking marble staircase in his white horse. The trouble is, you go Craig White, you never get a white fucking knight and a horse. You got a shyster out to fuck yous, and he fucked yous. Yes, he did, he fucked yous. Na 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 na. Craigie, Craigie White, Craigie White, Craigie, Craigie White. Na 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 na. Craig, oh, we love that boy, didn't we? That boy was just a spectacular, beautiful guy. We love the Craigie White. Craigie White, Craigie White. Na 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 na. Craigie White, Craigie White, Craigie White, na 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 na. Craigie White, Craigie White, Craigie White. We love you, Craigie boy, you're the man. Craigie White, Craigie White. He picked up today, na 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 na. Craigie White, Craigie White, na 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 na. We just love the boy. Thanks, Mr. White, for picking up on cue. Thanks for saving us. Thanks for killing the Rangers. Is there any Celtic buses with Craigie White CSC? There's got to be Craigie White CSC. Where are you? Oh well, he might as well heard me saying that and singing to him because he's not going to listen to me any other way, you know what I mean? Just hangs up anyway. Poor old me. I'm jilted. But anyway, hopefully I make new friends. New Rangers directors. Well, I've already made new friends. Mr. Imran Ahmed, he's a good bloke. Mr. Green, they're nice blokes, you know. They're certainly keeping the fun element going. They're certainly keeping up with the pace with, Mr. White set a wonderful blazing pace there. It was a wonderful example of how to lead a club to rack and ruins with looking like Frank Spencer and providing every single Celtic fan with the biggest barrel of laughs ever. You know, it's just been like the best time ever. And so there we go. Anybody want to call me? The number is out there. Craigie White doesn't want to talk to me. Poor Craigie White. And Hold on, I'm just going through my little phone book here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hi, did you reach the voicemail before you stuck with?
Right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hi. Hey. Sport.
Jim!
Speaking.
How you doing?
Depends who's calling. Who is it?
Crackpot McDougall.
Go on.
Yes, how you keeping, my friend? Everything good with yourself?
Absolutely fine. It's any of your business, but anyway, on you go.
No, well, I spoke to Lorraine Herbison last week and she confirmed that the reason why you didn't want me on Radio Clive is because you might get Ofcom to close you down. Can I ask, has Ofcom been in touch regarding allowing a song to be on called Big Jock New by a company called Miller Caulfield or Colin Milfield or whatever they're called?
I have no idea. That's out of my league, mate. You'll need to write to somebody higher up. I told you this before.
No, well, Jim, it's interesting why you stated to me many times to phone in, to phone in, to phone in. Phone in, Tommy, put your point across like everybody else. And then I'm told quite categorically by Lorraine Herbison that no, Tommy, we'll never let you on because we're frightened of losing our Ofcom licence. When you've got a dumb dump button where you can cut somebody off if they say anything offensive. So I find it rather perplexing why you allow someone or some company to come on and say something so offensive that possibly maybe Ofcom's already looking into it at a higher level already, Jim?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but if you're in communication with Lorraine Herbison, I would continue that line of communication, Tommy.
No, well, I'm not.
I'm
not in line of communication with Lorraine. That is a problem, and I want to be in line of communication with other people higher up your chain of of the Bauer media because I think it's corrupt and I think it's bigoted and racist.
Well, if you hold those opinions, you get in touch with someone higher up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim, for that. Thanks for joining my show today, Jim Delahunt. Yes, you're on a live show today, Mr. Delahunt. Oh, it's called Glasgow Radio Online. Let's see, going through my phone book again. I think I've, oops, not to the one. Yes, what do they call? That's a good idea. Hold on. Hold the back second page. I can see loads of messages there. I've not looked at any of the messages down there. Sorry, everybody. What they call Calder or Millfield? What they call Calder? Hold on. Yeah, I'm phoning to speak to Jim Fleming, please.
Jim's not in today.
Alright, Cameron Cow?
Cameron's not today either.
Oh, no problem.
Anyone else? Who's calling?
I'll phone back. When's the best time to get? Probably Jim. Is that better tomorrow?
Yes, back in tomorrow.
Right, no problem.
Do you want to leave a message?
Right. Hold on, I lost that screen here. There we go, we're back into it. Right, we'll take that down here. So we're back to the incubator. We've got all these zombies walking about. We've got all these zombies walking about, fresh from their little incubation period, and are now seething with anger and rage, totally perplexed. They didn't go to school and learn in the proper manner. It's all the Catholic schools' fault. We should have let them into our schools. We should have opened the doors and said, Catholic schools are all open for everybody. Well, we did, didn't we? Aye, we did. Aye. But they didn't want to join because of their hatred and their bigotry. They didn't want to join. I mean, they didn't want any Catholics or Tags or Fenians near their beloved Rangers, you know. Keep them all out. This is the last bastion of Rangersness. It's not even about any religion. It's not about being Catholic or Protestant. In their eyes it is. In their sick minds it is, of course. We all know that. It's about being a Tag. It's us being Protestant and all that. For me, my father was a Protestant. I even became a Protestant myself when I left the Catholic Church, you know, a while back, when I was a teenager. So I became a Protestant. Now, I'm another religion, but I've never ever held, I never even bothered to ask people what their religion is when I first meet them, or it doesn't bother me. Just, I want to know, are they a nice person? Have they got a good character? Are they nice to be with? Are they friendly? If no, cheerio. Nothing about where you're from, what your religion, your background. Sit in front of me, let's chat. You're nice, let's cool. Don't want to be nice? Cool also. See ya, don't want to be here. It's the bottom line. It's never been about religion for Celtic. Jockstein, one of his famous sayings, someone asked him, a journalist trying to be cute, a Catholic and a Protestant boy, who would you take? Jockstein said, he was a Protestant himself. Easy. Always take the Protestant boy first. Journalist, thinking, I've got him now. Said, but why would that be? He said, well, because we're always going to be guaranteed to get the Catholic boy. And if it's the same as if the Catholic boy is the same, the Protestant boy is the same as the Catholic boy in talent, then we'll always go for him first to get him because, well, they're in a competition against Rangers. Rangers disadvantaged themselves for all that time. Actually, woefully disadvantaged themselves without taking people from all walks of life, from everywhere. So, but then, hey, they had the trump card up the sleeve that they were an establishment club that could count on referees, count on the SFA to bend over backwards. And truly, if you analyse what's happened here in recent times, these authorities have bent over backwards to help Sevco. They have, of course they have. They had a chance there to allow Rangers to be punished for what they did last season. 9 million bonus. Well, it wasn't a bonus, but 9 million stolen from the taxman. It was a £9 million extra advantage given to the old Rangers, and even then they couldn't win the league. Even then they couldn't divert the failure that the club had become, of the bankruptcy proceedings, of the administration and the liquidation. Also, having spoken to someone in BDO, liquidation is going to be at some point in October. So that's October coming up. It's been moved back to then. And by that time, obviously kicked into the long play was the dual contracts by the SFA, or SPL, or whatever body that was, whatever Scottish authority, football authority. It's all corrupt as far as I'm concerned, and they have bent over backwards to help Rangers as much as they could. We can all see the agenda that was there. Car wash bankruptcy, liquidate all the debts, and have them parachuted into the SPL. The narrative was there, Scottish football needs Rangers. Every lapdog in the media sang the same dirty, rotten, filthy tune. Ha, ha, fucking ha, you sick bastards. Your team is dead and you help facilitate it because these are too thick. Too zombie thick. Even your intellectual fannies in the media were too thick and stupid to save your bankrupt, debt-ridden, flea-ridden club from collapsing. Yes, sirree, your club collapsed because you were inept, you couldn't keep it afloat, you tried to cheat everyone, you tried to not pay anyone, you tried to bump the taxman, you used voodoo economics to try and confound old Hector. But hey, her Madge, the bold Madge, took her finger out her vag and stuck Hector's nut, or told Hector to stick his nut in your zombified nuts. She's too clever for you's people behalf. By the way, I hope she sends somebody in when BDO goes in to take her picture down there, because you have disgraced the ruling monarch by not paying your taxes. Rule Britannia and all that, and you can't pay your bills? You sick bastards. Anyway, good night from me. So there's the challenge. Within 1 week, a week today, God willing, hopefully I will speak to Mr. Green. And the other fanny out of the Zombie Nation hood. From the Zombie Nation hood, Mr. Limmy, Mr. Slimy Limey, get your finger out your Archibald and phone Mr. Lawwell, the unseen feeding hand who's helped bring about the downfall of your little club, your little pissant club that has pissed all over Scotland with its bigotry and hatred, and now it's dead, dead, dead. And God willing, Mr. Green will be leading you down the same path again. Hopefully anyway, because I would say it's all you deserve. For your bigotry, for your rancid hatred, for being Scotland's shame, for trashing Manchester, for trashing Barcelona, Pamplona, every city, every town, every little pockler hamlet tune has been infested by your rancid hate-filled morons who follow you. Yes, sirree. Even the top Hegians of Rangers, from Murray, White, Mr. Green probably, have looked down at the Ibrox minions and laughed their heads off, saying, how thick and stupid are they? We can milk these sick bastards for as long as we like. Trouble was, it spilled over into the general public. They thought that we were all stupid, like used dafties, and think that they could get away with it. But you were wrong. You lost. Your team died. 1872, liquidated 2012. Ha, ha, ha. This is terrible, all this gloating, you know. Any zombies who are still listening to it at this point, which I don't imagine there'll be much sick bastards still out there listening, but anyway, as they scream, saying, go home, go home. I mean, now we understand why, right? Now we can understand if you analyse it, right, and take it down to this base level of their sick mentality. At that point, when they invented that song, at that point they realised things were not quite right here, that everything had surpassed them, that they were stuck back 4 centuries ago, that modern Scotland had seen, and even the educated elites of the Presbyterian elites or Freemasonic devil worshippers out there, that even they saw that these unwashed manky orcs from the zombie nationhood had to be scalped and brought into the 21st century, because it just couldn't go that in the new Britain that Tony Blair fathomed out 15 years ago, that, you know, gays have got rights, that minorities have got rights, everybody's got rights now, and you can't say anything bad against them now because it's no right. It's not British. You can't be British and say anything bad, you know, and everybody's got rights now. How do you square that circle with the zombie nation who think that they can just say whatever they want, They can be offensive to whoever they want. They can just take everything for granted because it's their country. If they don't like anything, they say, fuck yous, we hate yous, get to fuck, go home. That is their attitude. So what they done by bringing out that song, Go Home, the Family's Over, was probably in the mindsets. We didn't realise at the time in the minds of our Celtic fans, but in the minds of the Rangers, they knew they were beaten. They knew they were beat. They could smell the fear and the shite dripping out each and every one of them. It was palpable. And so they're screaming, go home, go home. I mean, because they're all big and brave, hard men, they couldn't cry like Waynes and say, go home and leave us alone, Connie. You're better than us. Your team has beat us all over the place and we can't compete unless we cheat and cheat and cheat. We can't compete unless we rob money for everybody and we get voodoo economics to rob millions from everywhere, and we nearly try to crush you and we should have crushed you but we missed the opportunity and oh no, yous are back and yous have killed us. And so you knew that 4 years ago, so you try to get us to go home, but we're no home, we're here. We're the champions of Scotland, playing in the European Champions League. The news got horsed in the Ramsden, and that's the news today at 1 o'clock. I will bring it to an end with some interest-free money tunes, because the problem with society, and the reason why it's all going tits up, is because the bankers have shafted everybody. The less than 1% elites, the Rothschild banking cabal. The same banksters who took to the throne in 1690, aided and abetted by Prince William of Orange. Yes. So this lovely crackpot and his white horse came rushing into Britain from the Netherlands and ended up within 20 years rendering Britain into bankruptcy. Prince William of Orange came in his shiny white horse and rendered Britain into bankruptcy within 20 years. Britain has moved out of bankruptcy since then. We've always been in debt to the unelected, undemocratic banking institution. In some way, Rangers are right for not paying their tax, because for paying your tax to a system that is already corrupt, if you look what happened, the debt for this nation that started to accrue back from Prince William of Orange time, that had to be paid. So the wealthy bankers, the Rothschild banking cabalists, except the Rothschilds hadn't come into play for about 100 years, but whoever were the wealthy goldsmiths at the time who'd financed Prince William of Orange, they realised that this debt that the countries accrued had to be paid, and the king had to levy a tax on its people to pay this unjust debt. So yes, the taxes that people are charged by the government, stretching all the way back to to lovely Prince William of Orangeboom. So all the kings and queens, all the parliaments, all the wealthy merchants have basically sunk this country into ever more deeper debt as the years have went on. And they brought in the taxation laws at the times that the banks were instituted. So for the banks to collect the money that was owed to it by the country, then the inhabitants of the country had to pay the debt of the country. It was only fair. Why should the king have to pay it? He's part of the cabal. He allowed the wealthy merchants some power. And, in this country anyway, the reason why the king kept his head is because they did a deal. The royalists did a deal with the merchants. Other places in Europe, they weren't so shrewd, and they had their heads chopped. The merchants took over. Anyway, c'est la vie. But the point is, the Rangers are bust. The banking cabal system is bust. Everywhere is bust. But the future is bright, because the future is Mr. Green, Mr. White, and hopefully, God willing, Mr. Gold, Mr. Tommy Gold. And that's me, Crackpot McDougall, signing out saying, hail, hail, until the next time, till Zadok the priest is playing in Moscow, while Rangers play Montrose. I'll play out with interest-free money, because that's what the world needs, some interest-free money. Rangers, you need some interest-free money as well. I'm going to go and look at all the wee comments at the bottom when I'm playing this, and I'll come back and say cheerio, or maybe no, I don't know. Anyway, it's been fun. So a week tomorrow, I will have hopefully a call to Mr. Charles Green in the bag. Mr. Limmy, you get a chance to make your fame, claim your fame, and speak to the unseen fiend in hand, Mr. Lowell, if you can. Probably won't want to accept the challenge, probably beneath you to deal with, someone like myself, but hey, I'll carry on regardless. We will keep having the time of our life, fellow Celtic fans, in this lovely zombie nation.
We want to know, when do we want to know? Interest, money. Interest, money. We want to know, when do we want to know? We want interest free. What do we want? Interest free money. We want it now. No. Give us your money. Interest free. We want our money. Interest free. We want to know. We want to know. Interest free money. We demand it. We want to know. When do we want it? Now. Interest-free money. We demand it. We want it. We want to know, when do we want it? Now. We want interest-free. What do we want? Interest-free money. We want it now. No. Give us your money. Interest-free. We want our money. Interest-free. 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 Interest-free.
Interest-free money. That's what we need. We need some interest-free money on the streets of Britain. Hail, hail. Until the next time, God bless. Take care of yourself, your families, and Ramsden's Cup, you're having a fucking giraffe.